We found Themyscira.
I don't know what that means.
Obviously not a Wonder Woman fan.
Nor are we communicating right now.
I'm messaging you all the time.
With what?
I have the cantrip message.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
That's
so when I said I was checking in all the time, I actually was. You hear my voice pop up in your head.
Oh my god. So she is in my head?
Yep.
But he
My
can't.
There's a third thing that I am
Sure.
very uncomfortable with.
But Trinity can't respond, right?
Oh, yeah, she can.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So, do I keep running after him? Do I disappear too? Like,
Are you running
continuing to
after
go
them?
after them?
Have I noticed them disappear?
You've not
no,
noticed it.
actually.
You don't really have eyes on them. You have eyes on Trinity.
Gotcha.
Well, you have to send me a message, right? Because I would tell you that just happened because she probably hasn't seen.
Next time I would have checked in, which is probably like every 5 minutes, so it probably hasn't been that long.
Yes, so now I will inform you that, so they kind of just disappeared on me.
I'm gonna go, what?
They disappeared.
Like invisibility?
Yes, it would seem that way. Not like underwater, not into something.
Well, I
just
mean,
vanished.
have you gone through it too? Have you disappeared?
No, I was waiting to check in on you before I walked into that.
Cool. And I'm just gonna keep messaging him constantly as she keeps
I mean,
walking.
you know a little bit more about magic than I do. Is this in any way sounding like something that...
There's invisibility.
This doesn't feel like invisibility.
I don't even know how that works. A lot of things I do just kind of happen.
All right, well, I'm going to go in.
I'm going to keep messaging her. Can she keep responding? It's basically, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Oh
Can you
my
hear me?
good
Can you hear
God.
me now?
Good.
Still there? You still there?
Yeah.
You're still there.
So can I just take my rapier and just...
I don't feel what you feel if you're doing anything.
And you walk into... And you flinch a little bit as you walk into it. And you step in and... nothing changes. Like, what you see in front of you, it's exactly the same as what you saw before you. And you step back out, and you're not quite sure that you're at the barrier yet.
Did she disappear?
When she stepped in, yes, she disappeared.
I mean, I would have told her. You okay? You just disappeared.
That's what I was referring to. I am now going to cautiously proceed in.
As you proceed in, you look around for the boats. You don't see them.
Oh, shit.
What, I don't see anything?
You see a lake probably about 400 or 500 feet across.
Double invisibility.
Am I still in water?
So you're maybe like 20 feet away from the edge of the lake.
I'm going to keep walking.
Did you guys loot that cultist that you killed?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You didn't tell us what we got.
Okay. Who has the loot from the cultist?
I'm going to assume you're the one who looked through the pockets.
You know
So
me.
I'm going to go with Trinity.
Okay.
I was helping you get dressed and you're probably looking through pockets.
So this is probably a really big hint for you guys, but among the items that you looted was a sort of simple but odd-looking stone, and that it was odd that someone would carry around a sort of just shiny, sort of quartz-like gemstone.
It's the halfling's gem. Just kidding.
Okay, that means nothing to me.
Well, I don't know you're even thinking of it, so. Nor do I know that you don't
Well, I
know where
guess
they are.
that I would have known that I looted that a while ago,
Right.
so I wouldn't be even thinking about that currently.
And go ahead and make an intelligence check to see if this is something you would consider.
Where's my intelligence? So it's 19.
Okay, so that wouldn't be it, actually. That's
No,
the saving
no.
throw.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Oh.
Oh, yeah, intelligence is.
Sorry, just plus. There's plus 3.
So 15.
Okay. If you would like, Trinity could have thought of it.
Okay. I'll have a thought and pull it out into my hand and ponder it for a second. Is it reacting in any way to being in this environment?
So, I mean, you hold it and you sort of focus your mind on it, and suddenly what you thought was just a lake isn't a lake anymore. There's actually an island with a fairly large structure in the middle of it. It looks pretty simple, though it's kind of hard to tell the architecture because it's overgrown with moss. As you're sort of stunned by the fact that what you're seeing is completely different, you also realize that the 2 boats are going towards the island, and you actually are sort of exposed in the open right now.
Oh my gosh. I will duck. I will hit the floor
Okay.
Water.
very quickly. But enough to still keep an eye out, but low enough to where they probably can't see me, given I've got a reasonable distance and being on all fours. Or not on all fours, but on my belly.
You drop down and get mud all over your front. Yeah.
You guys better thank Trinity after this.
If we're alive too, we will.
And I don't see any of that.
No promises.
Okay, I'm going to wait for Divenna to catch up to me. And the next time she checks in, I'm telling her that. And also, I will describe to you that I'm seeing this. I'm using the stone that we looted from
The shiny one?
Yes.
Okay.
Somehow, upon using that and holding it, I see now that it's not a lake that I'm seeing, it's an island. And there's some type of structure, and it looks like they're heading straight for that.
Cool.
So I'm going to wait for you to catch up to me, and then...
We're still going to have a giant Monty dog.
He can
Yes,
swim.
that's true.
Can't swim.
But
He's not quiet.
at this point now, we're coming to a heels on the destination, so I'd rather keep us together.
Okay.
Okay. And she comes up to you
And I see nothing.
until she hands you the gemstone.
They concentrate.
You see everything.
And then I will probably do the exact same thing if she hasn't already pulled me down.
Yes.
So, I mean, by now the boats are...
Are we like basically sharing a breather underwater with the gemstone? Like.
So, I mean, after Trinity hands it to Divenna, and you have no trouble seeing what's going on. It seems like it just sort
okay.
of requires, like...
A one
That
time.
one initial
it
time.
sort of
Okay.
attunes you to the area.
Okay, so is there anything, like any type of, like, I don't know, large rocks or anything that we can move up and hide behind to get a better look while not being so exposed? Or is this purely just...
So,
Island
and there
with
are a
nothing
couple of trees that you can sort of get behind. You can't really get any closer, though, without getting into the lake. There is, in fact, a lake there. There's just an island in the middle of it.
So that's why they needed boats.
Yes. Can I make a perception check to see how deep that lake looks to be? Does it look shallow or...
And how
Try.
far away is the island?
It's gonna be...
All I can roll is
15.
9.
I mean, up close, it seems like maybe after you get out 15, 20 feet, the lake, you can't see the bottom of it.
Okay, so we're gonna have to swim it.
The lake, or
5.
the island,
Because I can only roll 2s and 20s.
your best guess for the island is it's maybe 100 feet away.
We can swim that.
Have they arrived?
Yes.
Are they still going? So they're there.
They're there. Basically, there is a small dock there, and they're tying up the boats on the dock right now.
And you said 100 feet away. My vision goes 60 feet.
And it's not. Yeah, it.
Like, how well can I see?
You can see them. It's not a cloudy night, and the moon is out, so you can see them all right.
I can make out well enough to see them on the boat without having to move closer.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we should wait until they're obviously going to unload and go into that fortress. And we shouldn't move any closer until then because we've virtually got nothing we can hide behind. And then we'll have to make our swim through this lake and go from there.
Sure. I mean, we know where they're going. So, can we take some time to lick our wounds?
Yes.
Okay.
Now would be the time.
Okay, I'm going to prestidigitation you a little bit first.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are...
I'm going to go into a trance.
Okay.
I'm going to take a short rest and roll some hit dice.
All right.
Is that something Monty can actually do?
Yes.
Ah.
Feel free to do that.
You should have
how long
his
of a
hit dice
trance do I have
marked
to follow?
somewhere. Right?
So a trance is really more of a long rest sort of thing,
Yeah.
so you would have to do it for at least 4 hours to get the benefits of a long rest. Otherwise, just sort of
There's not even a point.
light activity of dressing your wounds, eating, things like that would be a short rest.
Okay. How much will I heal from a short rest?
So you
hit
can...
dice. Somewhere which you don't have filled in.
He is
I
a
don't either.
rogue, and you're level 5, right? Or 6?
Yeah, 5.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you
I
have
have
5d8.
And you can roll anywhere from 1 to 5 of those to regain hit points.
Go to that number.
And those, every time you take a long rest, half of what you
This yellow.
use. No,
Half of your
half
total
of your
pool.
total can be regained every time you take a long rest.
Use your D8s. Yes.
So the rest of you, you eventually get to a
Before
dock.
we get all the
I would
way,
recommend rolling 1.
shortly after, like,
'Cause
I
then
realized that he's awake,
Yeah.
and we have our
5
little
hit points to
talk that we have, I want to say,
So you might just
Velgrath,
roll.
can you see?
You're right.
Are you sacked?
He is not sacked.
No.
No, I know.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, but-
I can. I mean, it's kind of dark, if that's what you mean, but I'm a human. Or I'm. Oh, no, I can. Yeah, I can say I'm not a human. Yeah, no, I can. Yeah.
Well, then I would like to kindly
dark
ask,
is
could I
not too bad.
have my sack removed as well if all my friends can see, apparently? Like, why sack me?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was more just so that at the beginning of the journey you couldn't quite see. I very much doubt you know where we are.
Attitude.
Takes off the sack.
Sassy.
Thank you. Okay, that was all.
Okay.
I didn't know if it was going to progress that well. It could have gone worse. You never know.
See? You only had to roll
Yep,
1.
you're right. All right. I'm
So
at
now
full
you'll
health.
regain that next long rest.
Oh, next long rest?
Yeah.
Oh, so I can.
No, you
So
get
you
the
have
health
5?
right now, but you'll get that die back
Right.
to your pool on your next long rest.
So actually,
So I can't use this? I'm confused.
So you've used one of 5d8. You
used-
could take another
okay.
long rest later and take like 3d8
Now
of
I see
health.
what you're saying.
But then to get back to 5d8, you have to take a long rest.
Okay, got you.
so Velgrath, go ahead and roll an insight check.
I don't roll hit dice very often, apparently.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know what I did.
20.
You notice that this entire time, Dan hasn't said a single word. Sort of moans softly,
he's a zombie.
and his brother, and you see his brother, and you see that he's throwing some wicked glances at the halfling woman.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, so you get to the docks, and all of you guys Kithri, Ulfgar, Velgrath, you're sort of pulled to your feet and moved along onto the docks. Amadine, you suddenly come to consciousness.
Something thrown over someone's shoulder.
And you feel a little bit better, actually, like some of your wounds have perhaps closed.
Interesting.
Yeah, you heal 4 hit points.
Hey, you're not a 0 or 1 anymore.
You know what? I get the best sleep when other people knock me out. Every time.
Just a little bit of CTE.
Okay, so we're going and into this place.
The halfling smiles at you. Sort of runs her hand across her cheek.
Oh,
Ooh.
We're going to have
Forward.
a lot of
Ma'am.
fun.
can
Oh,
they
no.
see anything? Like, are
That's
they
not comfortable.
stoned?
So, you guys look around you, and just for the hell of it, go ahead and make intelligence checks.
Ooh.
Okay.
Velgrath, Ulfgar, Kithri, Amadine.
Those of you who haven't been able to catch the
5.
magical quartz stone.
Those of you who got captured,
Good.
Oh, shit.
Damn it.
the weaklings.
Wait, intelligence?
Yeah.
5.
Why would I even think it would go well?
6.
Oh, you rolled bad.
I did.
I rolled worse.
Okay. So, as you're pulled out of the boat, a lot of you, for a few moments, you're wondering how the hell they're standing in seemingly thin air.
Oh, yeah.
Right, yeah.
And
Freaking out, man.
Yeah.
they pull you out and you think you're about to fall into the water, but instead you stumble onto a wooden surface and you blink and look around and
That is so not natural.
things sort of, they get blurry for a second and suddenly the world starts to make sense again as the illusion dissipates and you see that you're standing on a dock and you see the building behind you and
I so wish they hadn't figured it out.
just
Just float around in space over a lake for a while. That sounds fun, yeah.
So I am dead. I'm walking on water.
Might as well be. You're gonna be that stupid about this. Oh, you guys are good at magic. It's great. I've never been good at magic. So, do you guys have any plans on how we're not gonna die? Because that would be great.
You know, in some boats, I don't think that.
right now you're all together.
We're all on the dock.
Maybe let's not talk about it when these people are up.
I'm going to try to make a perception to see if I can figure out what kind of magic forces are at work.
Go
They
ahead.
seem familiar to me. Okay, that's better. What is my...
What
What is this?
Wait, are you rolling
Perception?
No, so it's 8, yeah.
Are you doing perception or are you doing arcana?
Oh, maybe yeah.
Oh, Arcana would be better.
So what are you trying to figure out again?
If I can, what kind of magic,
magic is-
if I can sense to see what kind of magic is at play.
So I mean, your character would know this in that you can't physically sense magic. Arcana, you could sort of see if there are magical runes on something to help sort of determine what kind of magic it is, or if an enchantment might be active. As far as actually perceiving or sensing magic in the way that you're thinking, it would require the use of a spell.
Aha. All right. Just kidding.
But based on the illusion that just occurred, you are fairly certain that there is magic at play here.
Yes. All right.
Can I see Kaylee?
Yeah.
She's with us.
So Kaylee was in the boat with you, actually. Yeah.
I'm looking around and I'm trying
Shapeshifted
to.
back to human form.
Yeah.
Kaylee.
Hey, you called her by the right name.
It's because she was just coming back to consciousness.
Oh, right.
Way to make a thing out of it.
Anyways, Kaylee, what's going on? Who are these people? I'm trying to get her attention. Does she even pay? Does she even care?
And Kaylee, she has her head down, but when you say her name, she glances up at you.
Are you in trouble? Or is it just me? Kaylee.
We're all in trouble here.
This is really bad.
Kaylee.
I'm standing right next to you.
Amadine is talking.
What actually happened to your mom?
And she looks down again, and you see tears start to well up in her eyes. She looks back up at you for just a second, and then she looks back down again, and then she drops back away from you.
It's okay, Kaylee. It's all right. We'll talk about it later. But we're not gonna let them get away with it. We're gonna show them. Can't just turn people into crocodiles. I said that specifically so they could hear me, because you know what? She already hates me or really likes me, and I'm not sure which, and I don't want it. Doesn't matter.
The halfling woman comes up to me and says, "Oh, you think we turned her into a crocodile? No, those are her own natural gifts."
I told you she talks too much.
And we're not the ones responsible for her mother's death either. If you want to find the one responsible, just look at the one you were talking to.
That's not true. You're saying that Kaylee killed her own mother.
Of course.
That's stupid. Why would I believe that?
And in your little investigation, how did the only other unidentified person die?
Alligator.
Thank you. I wasn't really paying attention. So.
Eaten by a crocodile, right?
I mean,
That's true.
there was a debate on whether or not it was an alligator.
Crocodile.
See, we're still not sure.
Oh yes, lively debate going on here.
We're just trying to hammer home the point. We are far more entertaining alive than dead, I promise you.
Oh, and with that I agree.
That's not comforting at all. It's okay.
Maybe you can become their official entertainer.
Right?
Save your life.
I know. That's what I'm trying to.
I'm thinking they probably want to torture us, but that's just me.
Now, that's not the kind of entertainment I do. Family friendly around here.
I'm just holding up talking until the halfling woman goes away, because I don't want to say too much around her.
Okay.
I'm not saying a whole lot either.
So while this conversation was happening, you walked up the docks and you started walking towards the manor, and there were these... Go ahead and make nature checks, whoever cares to.
Yeah, no. No point for me.
Which is hilarious.
Which is funny. It is kind of funny.
All right, 15.
I have, like, no
See?
intelligence.
I don't know.
We
I
have
just
zero
rolled 18.
intelligence.
19.
Oh, God. Okay, 19. Yeah.
See?
So, I mean, all of you notice the difference in vegetation on this island. A lot of it looks... And what you're passing through right now, it looks, rather than mossy or tall grass or things that you've seen passing through, it looks like thick nettles and bushes and things that probably were once cultivated, but have long since overgrown.
Sort of a secret garden situation happening.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. Pretty.
As you walk towards the structure, you see a 2-story but very large across, probably about 120 feet across. You're not sure how long it is, but it is completely covered in dark green or sometimes black moss. And as you're approaching, you start to notice a bit of a sharp scent, sort of acrid, sulfurous. It kind of stings your nose.
It's dead bodies.
Oh no.
You guys should clean up around here. It's gross. I don't like being taken hostage. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. I mean, really, though, why did you take us hostage? I don't understand why wouldn't you just kill us if we're, exposing your dumb cult that's brainwashing the whole town to get them to not care that you're killing everybody.
Because it's more fun this way.
You guys. Someone needs to show you how to play putt-putt. That's way more fun than this, in my opinion.
And we can't... How can I explain this to you to get you to understand what is truly happening to you? What is truly the depth of your situation here?
Try us.
Listen.
We can't really just kidnap villagers willy-nilly. They would notice after a while. That whole murder thing, that was for a different purpose. You'll see that soon, but we can kidnap. They don't care about any of you. You've been in here for a few days. They might assume that you just sort of left. But since now we have some people that we can play with, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Someone's been sniffing too much the black mold.
I was going to say, I don't think it's moss. Oh. You guys are all sorts of crazy, aren't you?
You enter the manor, the big, thick wooden doors you push through, and rather the half-elf woman and Kaylee push through and open for you guys. And what opens up in front of you is a dank smelling, even danker than the rest of the swamp around you, old, what looks like temple maybe,